Welcome back to the channel, everyone. I am Mr. E, and once again, we're going to take a look at the creepiest TikToks. Let's have a look.
Here we are, we've made it to the ice wall. This is crazy. This must be the edge of the world. Finally, after 2 days crossing the Drake's Passage. Ice wall right there. Wow.
Wow, look at these ice walls. I'm so stoked to provide some new evidence that the Earth is flat. So we jumped on the Zodiac and headed straight towards the land.
Flat Earth Squad. So I think the edge of the Earth is just behind there. We're gonna hike up over there. It should be just outer space and it just drops off the back there. That's gonna be the edge of the world.
So armed together with a few other Flat Earth believers, we headed directly towards the ice wall. We were getting closer and closer to the edge, but then all of a sudden, our guide said we couldn't go any further due to environmental protection boundaries under the Antarctic Treaty. I was skeptical, to say the least. So we headed back to our ship because independent travel isn't allowed here. Although I was actually happy because I had provided new evidence to show that this is the ice wall and the Earth is flat. You're welcome.
The moon is a reflection of Earth. This is because the sky, stars and planets that are so-called in space are actually holographic in nature. This reality is all holographic. Take a look for yourself. There is something called the lunar wave, where you can see two ripples or waves which appear to move across the moon's surface. This is proof that we are living in an electromagnetic holographic simulation.
Can someone tell me what's wrong with this 1892 map? Why doesn't it have Antarctica on it? I can't understand it. Because all I see is mapped out terrain in this circular fashion, but no Antarctica. I don't understand why. All I see is terrain and all this white stuff. What's all this white stuff? Can someone explain this to me? All this terrain that's mapped out in a circular fashion? I don't get it. Maybe this video will help.
Research Operation High Jump and Operation Deep Freeze, you'll see that a lot was going on in Antarctica during the 1940s and 50s. Admiral Richard E. Byrd was leading numerous expeditions there.
Conveniently enough, in 1959 the Antarctic Treaty was established, just 1 year after NASA was created.
And the treaty puts Antarctica off limits to normal people. You can only go if you and your reasons are approved by the proper authorities. Another way you may be able to go is on a guided tour. Why is it that the countries of the world are constantly at war with each other, but they will all adhere to the Antarctic Treaty without any issues?
Well, that's because all the world is a stage.
The said poles of the Earth, whether south or north, are surrounded by strangeness, while the Antarctic is out of bounds for the public. The North Pole is said to not have any land, just a floating ice sheet that expands and contracts from season to season. What's interesting is that the North Pole was often depicted with land in maps prior to the mid-1600s.
I've found several maps with land at the North Pole, including the Mercator North Pole projection. Again, all of these maps are from before the mid-1600s, when all of the sudden, maps that no longer contained the Arctic land were being pumped out. I personally believe that there is still land at the North Pole.
People who believe in the flat Earth theory, I've got a lot of respect for you. You give the most compelling arguments I've ever seen, but I still do not see one piece of evidence that suggests to me that we are living on a flat Earth. I can't see any reason why you still believe this, but you give great arguments. You believe it so thoroughly and with such conjecture, but I just can't get on board with this, not at the moment. The one reason being that I always ask this question is why would people be lying to us about this? For what reason is there? If you're saying that there's a piece of land or different lands beyond the ice wall, why aren't these people already there enjoying it, living it up? I just can't see why. But again, you give great arguments, but I don't know. I'm just not feeling this at the moment. Unless you give me a fantastic piece of evidence, then I'm just not on board with this. But keep going, and I'll keep watching your videos. Do enjoy watching them. Now, there have been documented evidence of people who have claimed to have seen something over the Antarctic, like Admiral Byrd, who apparently flew over it and saw green lands and UFOs and all this sort of thing. And one piece of evidence that I do kind of get with the flat earthers is that all the countries in the world have signed this treaty to say that you can't go to the Antarctic to a certain point. We can't. The whole world can't agree on anything except for this one thing. So I do find that very strange, and that is the only piece of evidence that I'm sort of along with the flat earthers on this.
just moved.
Did you see the light too? Like it went like.
Wow.
What is the
Oh my God.
What is that?
Holy crap!
Oh, that's crazy.
That is not natural.
No, dude, that's a.
That's something. It's a cover up that they're gonna say.
Hey.
Oh, we're testing this.
Oh, hell no. Oh my God, that is crazy.
I know.
That is crazy.
Hey, dude, that's bright. That light
Dude,
is bright.
what is that? No, no.
Some more of these plasma entities. These keep occurring thick and fast. Seems to be a new recording every other day. I can't work out what these are. Some of the videos, they don't seem to have any sort of shape to them. They almost kind of look like foil balloons rolling around in the sky. But I don't know what they are. But they seem to be recurring more and more. And I don't know what they are.
First night at the Airbnb, my girlfriend and I rented for Memorial Weekend, and as we were outside in the back deck, we noticed this bright light emitting out of thin air in the sky. So, luckily we had our phones on our person and began recording and filming this bright object in the sky. At first, I thought it was a rocket, but it didn't have a tail like they normally do. So as it began to slowly pass our direction, the light began to slowly dim and dim. But we did notice that the object looked shaped like a pyramid. And as the light dimmed, the object disappeared into thin air in the sky. I never seen anything like this before.
It's coming this way.
Oh my God, you guys!
There's an object. It's stationary in the sky. You can see with IR, but you can't see with daylight cam. It's there in IR.
Oh, here's another one right here. You see him? Flying right over our heads. Pointing it right at him. And now he's turning.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Flashed.
Yeah, you see him?
Yeah, it just flashed.
I'm lasering at him.
It's shooting something!
Dayton. What
Cody! Cody!
Cody, look!
Look, right behind you!
What the fuck is that?
Blowing rings. This motherfucker's blowing rings, bro.
What is that?
I swear to God.
There's nothing in the sky.
No, 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 no. It's gone. I have it on.
We knew the world would not be the same. Few people laughed. Few people cried. Most people were silent. Vishnu takes on his left-armed form and says, now I am become.
A lot of these UFO videos seem to be these tic-tac shaped UFOs. The same sort of thing that was filmed by the US Navy and the Air Force when they were tracking them. I'm starting to wonder whether this is sort of a perfected technology. Is this human technology that's being tested against sort of our own military and armies? I think that'd be the best sort of way of testing these things, is to test it against the best of the best that you've got, to see if they can track these things and chase them down, or they are something totally unexplained and alien. But yeah, this sort of seems to be a recurring theme now, this tic-tac shape. This is the trouble with AI films, is you just don't know what's real anymore. You can kind of tell to a degree, but they're getting so good that it's becoming really, really hard to tell.
A fishing crew was in the middle of the ocean when they heard this. A deep-sea fisherman and his crew were out fishing around Buzzards Bay, and as they were wrapping things up for the night, they suddenly heard someone calling for them from out at sea.
We just out here. We're chilling. We're out here I hear it. I hear him. Where's he at? What the f is that noise, bro? What is that noise?
The scream of what sounds like a woman can be heard coming from somewhere in the ocean. Was it actually someone, possibly calling for help out at sea, or something paranormal?
That's got to be horrifying, to be in the middle of the ocean, one of the most horrible places to be, in the middle of the night, hearing screaming and shouting and not knowing where it's come from. It does remind me of the old stories of the sea sirens calling sailors to the rocks. But yeah, that's weird. That's crazy. That's scary. Okay, everyone, I'm going to wrap that one up for today. Hope you've enjoyed. If you have, please leave a like, a comment, a subscribe. It'd be great. And hopefully see you on the next one.